Well, I kind of want to welcome everybody again to the show. Hell, I'm already dressed up. Haven't shaved. Yes, I'm not growing a beard. I just haven't shaved. So, we got a lot to get into. Well, not a lot to get into. I'm just doing the show this morning because, well, I was doing some of the short videos and I just wanted to touch base with everybody and let them know that I still am doing the podcast. We're going to do one show a week. We're going to break it down into shorts for the rest of it. I'm not going to put the shorts on Rumble because it doesn't make any difference. They're not equipped for shorts at this particular time. I guess, I don't know, their programmers asleep. I don't know, but whatever. So let's talk a little bit about, well, our local news. Yeah, our local propaganda machine. I'm not going to name there's not many, and it starts with WT. So let's look into that for a second. They report on nothing local, hardly ever local. All of it's propaganda. The medical minute stuff that they had going on today was totally ridiculous. Every picture you saw of someone had a mask on. I just find it just nothing but propaganda, and I digress because I did the short on it, and I just think it's absolutely a tragedy that these idiots can't report on anything local. And look, the organization that owns these damn TV stations, they don't have our local interest at heart. And if you think they do, then you haven't been paying attention, folks. They don't. Not any stretch of the imagination do they have any interest in us. And with that said, I digress. Well, I got to thinking about the Maui stuff, right? I had a friend of mine ask me about it. What do I think about it? Do I think it was a government conspiracy? I still don't think it's a government conspiracy. Not on a mass scale. I don't think that you had a bunch of. It takes a minute for me to. I've got to have some facts, It takes a minute for me to believe something. But what I do find strange, really strange, is that there's an organization, and I looked at it yesterday, but I forget how long this goes back. But there are powers that be that's been trying to get that land over there for a long time. That seems a little strange to me. It also seems strange to me that Will Smith's home wasn't touched, Oprah Winfrey's home wasn't touched, Jeff Bezos' home wasn't touched. The government is really silent on a lot of this, and I know they have pending investigations and things going on. But look, folks, these people need answers. And the longer you drag this shit out and the longer you just keep putting it off, the more questions that's going to come. And that's what spawns a bunch of conspiracies. And look, conspiracy is not a dirty word. Everything is a conspiracy until it's proven. There's always conjecture. That's like when someone says that, Donald Trump talks nonsense. He's hyperbolic. So you can draw conspiracies from that kind of talk. And you can also draw conspiracies from when the government shuts up and won't tell the people the truth. Now, I'm not in the camp because I believe that this constitutional republic, we have representatives that represent us. And I'm not in the camp that everybody needs to know everything. I don't believe that. I believe that it'd be a matter of national security if everybody knew everything. Because if one person can be quiet and silent and keep it to himself, multiple people are scary and panic and all kinds of different shit that would happen if they knew exactly what the government was doing. So I'm not in that camp. But I am in the camp that our representatives need to be honest, trustworthy, and do the right thing. Now, with that said, they need to come out and tell the people something. And they need to let them know and reassure them that they're doing everything. But it's, I was reading reports that the sirens didn't work. The celebrities' homes wasn't touched. Water was delayed to put out the fires. They've been knowing about this grass problem in Maui for a long time. And they had them, I think they were trying to allocate funds to take care of it. Now, the report is that it was, a tree fell on a power line, it sparked and set the grass on fire. I'm not saying that that's not true. And if anybody ever seen the aftermath of a wildfire, you understand that this shit can get up to a couple thousand degrees, and it can melt aluminum. I think aluminum is around 1,500 degrees before it melts. So cars will just melt and they'll look like a bomb went off. So I'm not in the camp that they use some kind of direct energy weapon or whatever. Most forest fires start with lightning or human error. So I'm just not into that camp. But folks, let's be honest. Let's be honest here. There's some hinky shit going on, and the government needs to get off their ass and tell some folks, especially over there, they need to know. They have a right to know what's going on. Anyway, so we pray for Maui and all that. And I'm going to end this show with the Jacksonville shooting, the Dollar General shooting. I did a short on that, and I'll expand on that for a second. White guy walks into a Dollar General, kills 3 black people. Was it racist? Probably. Maybe. Maybe he was just mental. Maybe he was racist but mental. That's a possibility. So the fact of the matter is, but they immediately released the manifesto of this guy. Now, in Nashville, they have yet to release the manifesto. Why? Because every news organization was talking about, we don't want to start copycat killers. Okay. Let's believe that's real for a fucking minute, right? So we don't want to have copycat killers. Okay. Let's agree with your logic for a minute. Then why release the damn thing in Jacksonville? If you don't want to have a bunch of crazy white supremacists running around killing people, if you're worried about copycats, it should be applied equally. But no, this guy in Nashville can walk in. This guy in Nashville, this transgender in Nashville, can walk into a Christian school and shoot Christians. And I don't think I've read anywhere where this shit's a hate crime. To all my Christian brethren, please excuse my language, but this is fucking nuts. And with that, I digress. And with that, I end this show. Now, this show will be on Rumble. I don't know if I'm going to put it on YouTube. They're kind of wiggy about stuff. But it's just nuts. So... And look, I'm not a conspiracy guy. I just think you should apply things equally and quit using propaganda messages to try to influence us. You know what I'm saying? So, what I'm going to say at this point is this. Our local news needs to stop it. The mainstream media needs to stop it. And they need to tell the truth. It needs to go back to real journalism. And for my local brethren, I ain't wearing that damn mask. I'm not getting vaccinated with their freaking elixir. And the fact of the matter is, if it works, great, get vaccinated. But it doesn't immunize you from anything. If it helps you and it makes you feel more comfortable, I'm all for it. Hell, I'm not one of these people that going to mass shame people. You want to wear that damn thing, wear it until your lips fall off. I don't care. But don't try to push this shit on everybody else. And I find it very funny that we have a 2024 election coming up. And so our local news, who's owned by a national company, who has our local interest at heart. Yeah, let's believe that shit's real for a minute. So, with that, in my conspiratorial minute of the day, I will tell you this. They don't work. Do your own research. They don't. They did a study on the N95s and the P2 mask, which is the European version of the mask. They don't work. Not for viral transmission. And if you don't believe me, do a little test. Put one on and go sand some drywall. Will it stop some of it? But yeah, you can see those particles. They're not 100 nanometers in size. The flu virus is 100 nanometers inside, flu virus, or roughly that, which means, to give you some scale, 15,000 can sit on the tip of a head of hair. That's a whole lot smaller than drywall dust. And see what happens to you. If you don't believe me, just go try it out. But if you want to do that and that makes you feel okay, then fine, do it. But don't pretend that it's that the people that know this is wrong shouldn't pretend this. It puts people in danger. If people want to do it, fine. Then do that. I don't say don't do it. This is America. Do whatever you want to do. But the only thing I asked out of our officials is tell the damn truth. And our local news, they report on this shit all the time. They have this doctor from Baptist Medical with the Centers of Disease Control and all that for years I've watched this nonsense come out of this guy's mouth, and it just irritates me to no end. Now all the narratives have changed, and it will help you not to spread. That's just bullshit. What was it? The Dental Association, American Dental Association, did this study, a double-blind study on surgical mask, not N95s, surgical mask back in 2010, because they were worried about patients and doctors being able to transmit it or get infected by the flu virus. It had no effect, none. But that link is dead. I said that in a prior video. The link's dead. And I just wanted to get that out for a second because I'm really sick of all this stuff about mask and masking and vaccinations and all that. Live your life, folks. Breathe free. And like Thomas Jefferson said, and I'm going to leave you with this quote, "He who gives up liberty for temporary safety deserves neither liberty nor safety." And with that, I will catch you guys on the next video. See ya.